What's up, you guys?
Let me be the first to say, being sick sucks. You guys are watching this deck profile. I am sick, you guys. This video is actually sponsored by Mucinex, Fastmax, Cold and Flu, because, man, I'm getting my ass kicked right now by this cold. But anyways, the title is what the title is. I somehow managed to top 4 my first ever UDS qualifier, sick as a dog, and I played Dinosaur Thunder Dragons. I played Dinosaur Thunder Dragons because I had multiple subscribers saying, why don't you try the Dino build? Why don't you try a different build? I was ready to play the Chaos build. I had been testing it, and then I decided at the last minute, you know what? I want to see if I can Ultimate Conductor people. I want to see if I can just, OTK my opponents. It was a version that let me play Red Reboot in the side. I was like, you know what? Let me try this deck out, and honestly, I hated it. I really didn't like it that much. I made a lot of mistakes in building it. I feel like it's been updated from Blair's original list. This was the list I basically used. His list as like an idea and then changed a couple things, and then looking back, I definitely would make some changes. I didn't play Fossil Dig, and I think that was a huge mistake. There was another guy playing Dino Thunders, and he played Fossil Dig, and I think Fossil Dig is just a better card because it lets you at least search your guys. Like, I didn't see my dinosaurs enough, or I saw them too much, etc., and I didn't see, like, a real, like, good balance of the deck. But, yeah, that's what I played. Since I got top 4, I got the lanyard. I know top 8 gets the lanyards, and I got the, the Karibo pins, so very cool. The only difference between this and first, I guess, is getting the, the Dark Magician one, but I like Karibo, so this is fine. Very cool. I'm just trying to rack up points, you guys. I have enough points for the main event in March in Vegas, but this is just so that I have more points, so that I can get more stuff, a round 1 buy, etc., etc. But without further ado, I'm going to show you guys what I played. Definitely would like some suggestions, any changes. I know some things I'll change, and I'll definitely explain them as I go through, but I do love Thunder Dragons. That's why I continue to play the deck, continue to play the engine in a sense, and just wanted to try it out with dinosaurs. So it's probably pretty obvious now, like what cards you play, but just in case you guys aren't familiar, let's go into it. So 3 over Raptor. You guys already know this is like one of your main normal summons. Like, just being able to get this off, being able to send the Quatless, and being able to, search your pill is great. Having this and like Gold Star with Rex is cool, because then like that gives you the Dolka play, which I like. So you do have the options with that. A lot of times, like, I would even leave this face up and then just sack it off for the Quatless effect, so it was cool, or have it to destroy it for UTC. So card's very, very solid. The 2 Quatless. This card sucks to draw. I drew this card a lot. Like, I bricked a lot, you guys. I'll be honest. I don't know how I even got, anywhere. Like, I was really, like, sick. Like, I took a Alka-Seltzer while I was playing, like, right before I played. And, like, I think that's the only thing that got me through was that and, like, a little bit of food, because I was just sick as a dog. But Quatless, very cool. I hate to draw it. I mean, if I lure it away, I lure it away. But it's there for, to get our pill. And then just 1 UTC. Of course, I got this idea from Kamal's list, and then of course Blair's list. Shout out to Blair, because this is where I got the, the idea for the deck. Because I watched a lot of deck profiles. Blair's just seemed to be the most put together. And with this card, like, I mean, I didn't want to draw multiple, and I still drew it. Like, I still drew this card actually a couple times, and I mean, it sucked to draw because then you can't pill it out. But I like this card a lot. Just for what it was able to do, being able to punch over stuff was great. So card was solid. I like it at 1 though, because I don't want to dead draw it. I don't want to have like multiple copies. And of course the 1 Giant Rex. Again, like, this is another brick, and I think this is the problem with this version of the deck. I feel like this card, drawing them is just terrible. And like, you play 2 copies of this, so it's like you have all these cards and you can just dead draw them. And I mean, I feel Fossil Dig is fine, because like Fossil Dig at least can search, your Overraptor, which is great to dump this out of the deck. Because you'll run in those situations where you'll have your Thunder part of the deck, but you won't have your dinosaurs, or vice versa, like I already mentioned. And then you're kind of just like, you're in like an awkward position because you don't play as many Thunder Dragons as you do in like a standard build. So I do like this engine, but I feel like something like possibly even adding Prankatops. I like Prankatops as a card a lot, and possibly adding the Fossil Digs would be definitely a change I'd do going forward. And I'd probably cut down on pills, because I did max out on that. But that's it for the dinosaurs. For the Thunder Dragons, 3 Dark, 3 Roar, and just 2 Hawk. So you guys should be familiar with this already, but these are obviously the best ones. Yes, drawing this card kind of sucks, but You Gold Sark it, you Allure it, it gets its effect off. You know, you have Phantom Skyblaster, that's your Saryuja. Just getting this card off, it gets this trades in for this, and I mean, you guys should already know. These are the best ones to have for the Thunder Dragons, and they're the best ones. These 6 at least, or these 2 in a sense, are the best ones to have when you're using Double Evolution Pill, because you just banish them, get their effects, and then you just keep playing, so... Very, very cool. Very standard stuff. I had to play the Thunder Dragons. I love Thunder Dragons, so stuff was good. Hawk was amazing. Being able to just, even at the worst, like being able to dump Roar and then Hawk back, to get Hawk back to hand and then Hawk Roar was great, so. And one of the MVPs, when it resolved, and it didn't resolve that much, but when it did, it was awesome. Phantom Skyblaster. I summoned Saryuja once because I didn't draw this card that much, but yeah, making Saryuja with this is awesome. Being able to just make Link plays is awesome too. So I really like this card. It helps you make Boral load and stuff. So it's another dark for Allure, worst case scenario, but I really do like this card. So it's a card I'd probably play, I'd continue to play this card in either this version or the Chaos version of the deck. I really like the card. Hand traps, I did a lot of 2-ofs. I did 2 Ash, 2 Ogre. I decided not to play Bell. I played 2 Valor. I wanted to test Valor out because I felt Valor was really cool. I saw Manav have success with this card, and I've seen people have success with this card. I wanted to try this out just because of how important I felt like Impermanence was. It was almost like another Impermanence, but it was like, I liked it because it could hit matches like Altergeist and stuff like that, and I played a lot of Altergeist, and that's like my worst matchup. Like, playing against that deck sucks with his deck, but Valor was cool. Being able to Valor Marionetta is cool. Being able to Valor Molaseek before they go into battle phase is cool, because then it's just like, well, okay, you know, it doesn't do anything. So Valor was cool. Like, there's a couple times I didn't want it because you can't use, you know, during either player's turn, but I mean it was good. Bell is good though. Bell would definitely be good if I played against more strikers. I lost the strikers in top 4, but I mean Valor was fine because you can still Valor the Kogari and stuff, so I mean it was fine. And then the one Gem Knight Amber because we played Brilliant Fusion. So that's it for the monsters. Spells, standard stuff, 3 Gold Sark. You need to play this card at 3 because this card is nuts, and this card will go to 1 eventually, and then the deck is going to lose some steam, but this card's nuts for now. This card has multiple uses in this deck, which I really like over Pure, is because you have Rex as another option. Being able to Gold Sark that is really cool. Being able to Gold Sark, like I said, when you have Over Raptor plus Gold Sark and you've already used your Thunder Dragons, you have your Colossus, or you have your arrows pointing in the right places, you can, you know, end on a Dolka too, which is cool. So Gold Sark, very, very solid. 3 Brilliant, because Brilliant Fusion. And I played 3 Pill. This was a mistake. I know Blair and Kamal both played 3. I like this card at 2. Like, I played 3 just because I wanted to see, okay, maybe you just want to see this card more. I had the problem of getting to a dinosaur, and I would have to hard make Reproducus, and then yes, okay, that does get me a dinosaur, but it sucks that I had to go that route versus just, you know, having 2 of this, being able to search it when I need it, and not overdrawing it. So, card's really solid. This card is like game half the time, especially if you get UTC out, it's usually game, or just opening with the Quatless to negate a spell is great, spell or trap is great. So, card's still really good, but I think 2 is a better number than 3, just personally, just something I noticed from playing yesterday. And then I played 3 Allure because there's a lot of darks. This card is a gamble a lot of times because, you know, you really want to just see this with Roar or this with Dark because at least you get something off of them. Banishing Quatless, banishing Over Raptor sucks, banishing Skyblaster sucks. Like, they don't do anything when you banish them. Like Allure, yes, I know it'll draw me into cards, but outside of that, like, it's, you know, obviously we're just trying to, you know, get to our better cards, but I could see this card possibly going to 2. I think 3 might be overdoing it. Like the Pill, I think overdoing it with Allures was probably a mistake. But like, again, this is just from me noticing, just playing the deck for the first time. So definitely be a lot of changes. I played just 1 Thunder Dragon Fusion. I hated this. I hated the fact that, you know, that I went to this build, and I say that because I wanted to play. I wanted to try out the build, and of course I go Thunder Dragon Fusion, and, you know, I only have 1 Titan in my extra deck, which was another mistake, and I definitely wish I played, like, I don't know, I wish I played like another copy of this, and I wish I played another copy of Titan, because everyone knows how much I love this card. And 1 Foolish, because it, you know, does a lot of things for the deck. And to round out the deck to 40, I played 2 copies of Impermanence to go with the rest of the 2-ofs in the deck. And that's it for the main deck. Alright, now onto the extra deck. You guys already know, Duel Links. I got like enough for tokens, so it was awesome. So the extra deck's pretty standard. So 3 Colossus, of course, like your win condition, your main like starter. 1 Titan. God, I suck. I don't know why I played only 1. I missed the second one more times than I can let you guys know. Like, I don't know. This was bad. I should have definitely played a second Titan. It came up a lot, and I just couldn't make it because I had the one fusion. I made Titan once, and I had no way to make it again. So that was a mistake. But you know, you live and learn. The one Prismora because of Brilliant Fusion. And then we played the Lynx, so to be able to make your you know, your Link plays and your Saryujas and stuff. I played Link Karibo, played just one Summoner. Like in the Saryuja Turbo, you only need one. It doesn't come up a lot. One Reproducus. This card was very good. You know, generic, points down, which is good. Helps you make Summon Sork. Also is a dinosaur, which is very important because of the pill, especially when you don't see dinosaur cards. So card was very, very good. One Phoenix, made it once. Pop back row, self-explanatory. One Unicorn, self-explanatory. Get really good card in the mirror. One Summon Sorceress. It's crazy. Like, it wasn't until I started... excuse me. See, I'm dying, you guys. But it wasn't until I started playing... like these versions of the decks that I actually really utilize this card. And I can see why this card needs to get banned. Like, obviously, I was always on the receiving end of this card, and I would have to destroy it or do my best to negate it, but using it and it resolving is insane. This card's actually nuts. And one Saryuja, one of the MVPs, even though it only went off once, card was amazing. Just being able to draw 4, being able to fix your hand, being able to special summon, being able to gain so much attack and defense is just, I mean, this card's insane. I feel like this is why I'm going to play the Chaos build, is I want to be able to summon Saryuja consistently all the time, like before I do anything, so really like that card. One Borreload. I feel you still need this card. You need this card for the mirror. This card's really good. Out there, Borreload, or just take their dragons. You just win. And then one Dolka. I thought about playing Logia, and it's probably something I probably should do. I think Logia is really good too. I honestly would probably cut... I don't know if I would... I mean, Summon Sork was really good, but I can see where, like, I don't know. I feel like if Summon Sork gets banned, I'll probably just play a Logia and then have Logia and Dolka like the Dino Rabbit days. So that's an option too. And then this was the mistake. This should be Logia. Yeah. What do I have to say? The only reason I put this in at the last minute, like this should probably be the second Titan or the Lagia, this is me just being greedy, is because in testing, I kept ending on Ultimate Conductor and Titan for some reason, just because I would search the fusion, activate the fusion, have the Ultimate Conductor, and, you know, it wouldn't be exact game, and then I'd Gustav Max them for game because they're both level 10, and it was bad. But, yeah, that was it for the extra deck. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, there were a lot of mistakes made in this deck, even though I did, I guess, decently well. But, there's that. And then, shout out to Duel Links, 4 tokens, badass. Side deck, 2 Lancia. I love this card. Maybe I should have played 3. Instead of the third Lancia, I just played Imperial Order just because it's an auto win against Striker. Card's insane, first or second against them. I really like Lancia though because of the Rongo deck. I didn't see any of the Rongo deck, but I played against Goki round 1, so I mean this card would have been good. But you know, or it was Rongo, but he just didn't get to it. He bricked both games, but this card is good just to have. And then, like I said, Order for Strikers and stuff. So it could have been a third Lancia, but I really like Orders, so I had to play it. So I got to play a lot of 3-ofs with this side deck. The rest of the side deck is all 3-ofs, and it's pretty much all stuff you've already seen, but Book of Eclipse, because in the mirror match, all you need to do is Book of Eclipse and then just UTC them and you win the game. Like, you don't even have to trigger off UTC's effect. You just Book of Eclipse them and just wipe the whole board, and it's insane. So this was just another way to UTC them, so this card was insane. Also, being able to Book of Eclipse them when they Colossus you and stuff is just really good. It's also decent against Rongo because you can just like Book of Eclipse like them mid combo, and even if they draw cards, they can't do anything at the end of the turn. You just, you know, you push back and you usually win if you can OTK them. I think what I really liked about this deck was the back row hate. Being able to play 3 Twisters and 3 Reboot was nuts because I played a lot of Altergeist. I lost to 2 of them though. Like my losses were to Altergeist. Like I got destroyed. Like even though I was able to beat Altergeist in top 8, I only beat it because I drew this card. Like, I drew this card, and when he had a trap, he had only 1 trap. I rebooted it, and I Gold Sarked for Rex, attacked into his Link Karibo, and then attacked for game with Titan. But, yeah, I mean, I love this part about the deck. It's the side deck. I love the fact that you can play these cards, because you can just OTK them. So, these cards were nuts. And then I played for the Rongo deck 3 Summon Limit. I love this card. I played this card before in Altergeist. I like this card again. I'm glad Blair played it at Pasadena. I think this card is really good against that deck because they just summon 2 monsters. You just flip it, their turn ends, and there's nothing they can do. So it's crazy. But yeah, I miraculously got myself a nice little lanyard and a pin after 6 hours of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And then having to work in a couple hours. So that's my story. Again, shout out to Mucinex because hopefully I get better. because I have more UDSs to play. I'm playing more UDSs because I just want more points. I just really want to, you know, gain enough points, you know, get more pins, just get more commemorative stuff. I missed the last UDS. I didn't actually have enough points. So lesson learned, definitely don't want to do that again. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to it though, but this was just a very, very standard build. Mistakes were made. I admitted them. I am not afraid to admit when I make mistakes in deck building or choices. I fully admit that Gustav Max was extremely greedy, and I think I will be cutting it for sure. From this build at least. I don't know about regular build, but yeah, I mean, this is just a very standard list. Like I said, there would be changes. I definitely would include Fossil Dig somewhere. I want to be able to get to my guys as much as possible. I want to be able to see my cards, and I think that that could be a big change. I think this card is still nuts, though. I think this card is definitely necessary. Hand traps, I mean, it's up to reference. All these hand traps were good for me at almost every point in the game, and they permanents too, so just something you guys to take into account. And yeah, I mean, Dino Thunders, you guys. I played it for you guys, subscribers and Thunder Dragon players that wanted me to play it. I gave it a shot, and I mean, it's not for me. Like, to be honest, it's not for me. But I will continue to, you know, test with it because I don't want to give up on a deck, even if I didn't have... I personally felt I didn't have a great experience with the deck. I just got extremely lucky, and I'll be the first to admit it. But, you know, sometimes that's what it takes to win the game. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts on the deck, how you would change it, how you would improve it. Have you played this deck before? And if you have, what are some good suggestions to improve this deck so that if I do play it again, I can have more success with it? But anyways, that's all of my thoughts on the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to my Patreons. You guys are amazing. Consider backing me. Links in the description. Give the video a thumbs up, and thank you for watching.